Hello, you beautiful internet, you, and welcome back. Wait, who the hell is that? Who's that weird person?
Quick.
I came from the Portobello province.
Oh, I get
Kill it,
it
kill it.
now.
But don't worry,
Someone
I
kill it
made
with
sure
fire.
to drop by my favorite gas station, which is Buc-ee's.
You heard it here first, folks. Go get your Buc-ee's, and if you don't, you're bucked. What was I saying again? Oh, yeah. Hello, you beautiful internet, you. Welcome back to another exciting episode of Careful Cantrip. We're a group of friends from coast to coast do their absolute best to get lost in dungeons and run away from dragons. As always, I am your host in Never-Loving Universe, DM Dave, and these warriors in the ties beside me are my players. Guys, do thing.
Oh, hey, what are you doing?
Hi, everybody.
Hey.
What's up?
Oh my god!
First and foremost, thank you so much. Throwing out the level 4 hype train. You guys can't be stopped. You will not be stopped.
What? You guys are awesome.
Yeah, blow them hard, Nate.
Okay.
OG, welcome back for 20 months, my friend. B-Town dropping the soft, supple 100. Cross with the 200. Thank you very much. Cross coming in at tier 3 and then giving 4 new friends. Oh, Jesus, we know it was payday for Cross today. Art Hard, thank you so much for the 20. Love you, face bam. Great to see you as always. Cross again with another 200, just killing it all day long. Thank you kindly, ladies and gentlemen. But with that said, I'm going to turn it over to someone, most likely Nate. That should be there, right there. Look down there.
Hi, what's up? It's me over here, guys. Look down here. Hey.
Hi, Nate.
Oh, hey, what's up? I'm here to tell you guys about the goddamn Patreon stuff that we just did. It's so fucking exciting. Holy shit.
Oh my God.
Guys, we've been teasing this for fucking weeks. We've went in there, we've retooled things. We're running a promotion. We've got a ton to tell you. I'm going to start from the top. All right, so we've moved some things around. Raina helped me confirm this stuff. So we've moved the Hangouts. What we are doing now is a bi-monthly Q&A session that we are most happy to bring you guys on Patreon. We're going to be hanging out after shows, so you guys can come in when the show is fresh in your mind. Awesome questions off the top of your head. Run them by us. We're going to be full open books. The other things we are doing is running a promotion for that. So anybody who's subscribed currently to the Red Hood Rogue, which is our $10 tier, will be qualified for the Hangouts for the next month. So normally this is a $25, or actually, that's another exciting news. Normally this is a $20 because we've now reduced the tier of the Blue Queen. So cheaper overall to get in on these Hangouts, but we're running a promo. And we're gonna have you guys in for it. So super pumped. Raina, we have a few other changes. What else can you think of?
Oh my god, so many, Nate. Did you guys see that? It's like
it's
something just
probably
out
back.
of my green screen. That was
probably
so
back.
creepy. Okay. Anyway, sorry.
Probably goes.
That was so creepy. Okay. Well, guess what? I know something at our top tier that you and I are both doing. So at our $50 tier, I know, it's a lot of money, people, but hear me out. We changed some stuff up. What do you get at the $50 tier? All the regular stuff that we have there, but also quarterly. I was double checking in my mind. Quarterly, if you have subscribed at the tier for one of the months of the quarter of the year, you will be qualified to partake in a one-shot ran by myself or by Nate. We're going to rotate back and forth. So Nate's going to do the first one. That one's coming up soon. We have a date. Do you remember what the date? Oh my God, it's my cat. That's what
That's what it is.
Jesus.
Cat, ghost, whatever. I believe the first date coming up is in July, right? I'll have to double check. We'll post it in the Discord, but I believe it's July 10th, if I remember right.
It's in our Patreon. So if you're thinking, oh, that sounds really cool, I want to be in a one shot ran by Nate or Raina, just go to that tier and the first one is listed there already. Yeah,
I'm gonna double check because we wrote this yesterday and we have so many things. Nate, so Saturday, August 10th, 1 p.m. Y'all will be doing a one shot with me. So that's fresh after our Gen Con appearance as well. So that'll be a really hype time. So if you guys want to come in and run it one shot, all you have to do is subscribe to the $50 tier for one time. You don't have to stay at that tier, but you can if you'd like to and support us. But just having it the once is enough to qualify you for the one shot. And we're really excited to do this. It's going to be super pumped. We're going to be running a mixture of things. I have some ideas. Raina's got some ideas. So.
Yep.
Yeah,
Heads up. I'm thinking, and this may change, but I'm thinking of running the new Vecna adventure. Whoa! Whoa! Just say that.
Yeah.
And also another thing with me that's going to be super fun. Anybody at the Red Hood Rogue tier, once a month we're going to be totally legally watching animes with me in Discord. Once a month we're going to start with free run because I love that, and we can all go in Discord and hang out and watch it together. Totally legal, promise.
Yes.
Hold on. We've got a note in chat saying, according to Patreon, first one shot will be August 10th. Is that not the case?
Yeah.
That's what we said. Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, I thought you guys said July.
But they might be a little behind. We did correct ourselves. But yeah, no, August 10th. So that's fresh after Gen Con, like I say. So that's you know, you want to come see us then, ask us about the panels, play one shot. I think it'll be a good time.
Yeah. And I guess the other cool thing is that our Blue Queen Champion tier is now only $20. So I think that's a little more accessible for people. And all the other fun stuff, you know, at Blue Queen tier, you get a postcard, a handwritten postcard from Beck, the lovely Beck. And then at the fabled Warlock tier, you can ask Dag any question you want. It can be about Pathfinder. It can be about OnlyFans. It can be about anything.
It can be about Pathfinder.
Yeah. It could be about
Emu War.
OnlyFans.
Yeah.
And then Dag will record a video and send it to you. How cool is that? Oh my god. I think we got it all, but go check out our oh my god. And if you just follow us for fun now, like, you know, maybe you're hard on the money or hard on the luck or whatever.
Dude, we get it.
Phrases. Whatever phrases. And you just
watch out for those hard-ons, guys. They're man.
If you have a hard-on and you really like Careful Cantrip, click the follow button on our Patreon, because we're going to be posting more stuff to our free tier. Specifically, you're going to get little teasers from a comic series that Cross the Streams has commissioned. So make sure that you are, it's a comic series of Campaign 1. So you should definitely be on our Patreon, even if you're not at a tier.
Do it. Come say hi. We love you all. Thanks. Yeah. And go check out the tier. The link will be in the chat. You guys can go things. We've updated it all in the description. So go check it out. Love to hear you. Love to see you at the one shots. And that's pretty much what we got for the Patreon. Raina, do we have any YouTube comments?
We do have YouTube comments. Oh my gosh. All of you. Whoa, people are already going to our 50 tier.
Thanks, guys.
Nuts. Thank you. Oh
I think we got the work cut out for us on this one shot.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
What?
I just realized that's Beck.
Oh.
Oh my god.
I assumed it ate Beck and assumed their visage.
That's what I was thinking.
The only problem is this tiny mouth. I either have to put my lips through and then I have tiny lips. Or it echoes through here really badly. I don't know which is worse.
I want to take one now and put some stubble on it and have a cigarette hanging out and be like, yeah, I'm the shy guy. What do you want?
See, I'm kind of a gross kid. Like, I grew up with... does anyone remember Gak from, like, the 90s? Yeah, it's like this slimy stuff. I just want to, like, wear the mask and just, like, force Gak out of it so it looks like he's throwing up sludge.
Okay.
Well, this took a turn.
Okay.
Look, Nickelodeon changed me, all right? I was a good boy, and then...
Okay, listen, you're all gonna yell at me for taking too long, so we need to do the comments now. All right? First comment is from Con! Hey, howdy, Beck. Would you mind giving us a quick reaction to what happened last week?
Nailed it.
Wow.
Absolutely nailed it.
That's perfect. That sums it up.
Wow. There you have it, Con. I don't know. If
How
that's
are you
what you're
still that expressive with a mask on that covers your entire
It's
face?
bullshit. Yeah, it's
God damn.
Okay, we also have a comment from Nansku. Your Patreon has exclusive pet content? That is true. Why has no one mentioned that before? That's a good question.
If you want to see Moose explain an episode,
yeah, be on our Patreon. About the episode itself, I love the roleplay in the moment that most of the cast didn't see. Thank you on behalf of me and Dave. The rest of y'all just trust it was good, okay? All right, next comment is from Manda Mandy. The timing and delivering on the counter spell was amazing, Dave. You instantly knew things were bad. Oh, I knew things were bad before we started that battle. And again, both the story and the roleplay in this episode are off the chain. Thank you, Manda Mandy.
Thank you, Mandy. You are officially my favorite person for the next 5 minutes. Congratulations.
honor.
That's not the first time you pulled the counter spell on poor Reyna. Alara got the counter spell too.
Yeah.
I trauma response.
That's what I use the counter spell for, just specifically for trauma.
Yeah.
Yep.
Then we have a comment from Skinsuit 6423. My goodness, the drama, the death, the secrets. I can't wait to see what happens next. Us too, Skinsuit. Okay, I think I got them all. My thing is being glitchy though. So I'm sorry. I think I got them all. Well, actually, there's one from Family IT Dude that commented towards Con saying, "You're learning from Cass, are you?" That is true because Cass cracked the code last week. She realized that if she wants to make an announcement, all she needs to do is put it in our comments.
Yeah,
it's true.
That's the new meta. That's the new CC meta.
Yeah. Now, the other announcements that I have for today, everybody buckle up because boy, it is getting wild in here. So guess what, y'all? Gen Con events went live on Sunday. It blew my freaking mind. We are selling tickets like freaking hotcakes. So if you don't have a ticket to any of our events, definitely grab them now. We have a panel about, it's called GMing 101, and it's about bringing your homebrew world to life. We got some fantastic guests, as well as Dag and Dave on the panel. We also have, why are you laughing at that, Nate?
Fantastic guests and Dag.
I know. I'm used to it. No, you should have
Dag is
seen
one
this.
of us. He's not a
You should've
guest
seen this.
anymore.
You should have seen this. I've still got a fucking
I'm
photo
not.
from Gen Con, right? I've still got a photo from Gen Con where it's both Reyna and Dave on one side of the table and just me sitting down,
Looking sad.
miserable as shit.
Oh
right?
no!
That's where you
Dag.
stay, in the corner, Dag.
That's it. Yeah, exactly.
I
Yeah,
think
it
I have
was.
that kind of impression on people.
Okay.
No,
we
it wasn't
also,
you. It was all Reyna.
Stop. I'm not responsible for everything, all right? So the other thing that we have is a panel on how to roleplay, which features all of us here. Dave will be hosting, plus we do have fantastic guests, AJ Winters from Winter's Tales, and Pins and Pixies. And on our DM panel, we have Jeremy Cobb from Three Black Halflings, M from Blackwater D&D, Robert Hartley. Why do we always...
Who?
Rob Hartley! GM, who you all know. Okay, and then we also have our CC meetup on the Saturday. CC has a panel. You should be there because I'm already thinking of fun things that we can do. We'll all be there, obviously. And then we also have our live play, which got seated in a freaking ballroom. Gen Con lost their minds. They were like, you know what? Let's put them in a giant room with a giant stage. And we're selling lots of tickets to that. So pick up a ticket if you can, and we'll see you there. The other thing that's also super important.
The blue one, B-Town. The blue one.
The blue one?
Yeah, I was just... Yeah.
Blue balls.
Oh, blue balls. Okay. Not the blue. The information is on Gen Con. If you're wondering information about where or what or why or how, just go to the Gen Con event catalog, type in Careful Cantrip, and all the information will be there. Yay! It's gonna be lots of fun. The other thing is the Crit Awards are closing soon. We would very much like to be nominated for a Crit Award. So call your grandmas, call all your extended family members, and send them the link to the Crit Awards. I think we have it in our chat. For those on YouTube, I will put it in our YouTube description for the video. So if you're like, how do I vote for Careful Cantrip? Go to the YouTube description and please vote for us for anything that you think we deserve to be voted for. Okay, and voting closes May 30th. So get your votes in now. Okay, that's it for me, I think. Back to
is it my turn now?
Yeah.
Yes. Just to latch on to all that, please go put your votes in for the Crit Awards. We're going for 2 this year. We got best overlay. We have to win it again this year just to beat Rob, and then maybe one other one. That's what we're going for. Dealer's choice at that point.
We're going for so many.
Well, we're going for all of them, but we can only win like 4 of them. So
we're gonna win all of them.
All right, fair enough. With that said,
and I swear, whoever the hell started this whole trend of DM Dave winning Best Paizo GM, I will find
yes. Vote for me,
Vote for
Best
Dave.
Paizo. Vote for me, Best Paizo. I will personally sign your baby's foreheads.
Yeah, there will be books written about the events that will occur from the tantrum I will throw at Gen Con if that ever happens.
What an incentive to vote for Dave if you want to see Dag. Absolutely just.
Yeah, if you want to see him lose his mind, it's great.
I'll be banned from
Holy
Indianapolis
crap,
by the end of it.
61 penguins just followed us. There's 61 penguins following behind us right now. My God.
That's just my alt account. Please ignore that one.
Oh, okay. All right,
Sorry,
fine.
that's me.
Is it actually you? That's so funny.
I couldn't remember my login, so I had to make a new one.
Can I ask why?
If anybody sees 61 penguins hanging around Twitch somewhere, you know who it is. I retract everything that I just said, by the way.
I'm sorry.
With that said, a quick thank you to this campaign sponsor, the Great Grimoire, bringing you the best minis you could possibly find out there. Use !GG in chat right now, and you can go check them out over on the Instagrams and the Patreons and the My Mini Factories, because they're everywhere and they're absolutely amazing. Aside from that, I'm trying to think. Oh yeah, Bobby's not here, in case you didn't already notice. Bobby is not here today. He is he's doing finals. I don't know. I forgot to think of something clever and witty to say about Bobby dying. And that's all we have for the evening. So players, are you ready?
Ready!
Ready!
Yeah.
And trippers, are you ready?
Oh yeah, you know I'm ready.
Well, without any further ado, then let's go ahead and jump into tonight's episode.
Damn, you know.
Well, I gotta make up for lost time, everyone.
You're muted,
Hi.
Dave.
Oh, I was gonna let him go for so long just being muted.
You're still muted, Dave.
Dave is still muted.
I hear him
Hi,
yelling.
my name's DM Dave, and welcome to Careful Cantrip, where I don't know how to run my own
And ping.
Just so
In
you
the
know
act-
that.
Unmuted
Oh,
and
I'm
mute
DM
myself
Dave.
again. Shut up, Dag.
He doesn't know what he's doing. Is this your first time DMing?
And then rocks fell and murdered everyone. The end. Thanks for enough campaign, guys. See you at Gen Con.
I misty step.
Yeah, vote best muted DM for the Crit Awards. That's me right here.
Mhm.
Yes, best Pazzo GM. I think that just proved it. So, when we last left our heroes, finding themselves in the pale moonlights within the grove close to Startier Valley, Rune found herself in a bit of a predicament. With all of her friends now unconscious all around her, she faced off against the horrible fiend known as Kui. Rune attempted to battle the forces of evil that stood in the field with her, but they were far too powerful. Easily defeating Rune, Kui lifted her up over his head before slamming her down over his knee, crumpling her into tiny, tiny ball. As Kui walked away in victory, a strange light started to emanate from outside of Rune. Her friends seemed to be gathering some type of light that was drawing them closer and closer to Breath. And with a little help from her friends, the party was able to awaken and face off against the foes themselves. With Barrick leading the charge, they were easily able to vanquish Kui before turning their attention towards the mysterious witch known as Belladonna. As they turned to face their final foe, they were grappled in strange tendril-like vines. As the witch proclaimed that she would be responsible for resurrecting the coven, for all of the cities to burn, and for the red winds to blow once more. Now finding themselves in no longer any danger, the group tried to make sense of the situation around them, other than Barrick, who seemed to focus entirely on the fall of his sister and the loss of his family. While this transpired, Rune found herself in a strange landscape, meeting with a strange individual, and after some discussion, made an agreement. And as the rest of the party back within the grove itself tried to come to terms with the loss of not only their friend, but seemingly of their entire village, Rune suddenly started to sparkle in starlight before miraculously being awakened from death itself. Still reeling from the events, Keelan had already taken off in search of the great wizard known as Ginku to see if he could help in some way, shape, or form. Luckily enough, finding Ginku on the way to the celebration, Keelan immediately picked him up and ran back towards the location of the ceremony known as the Goodnight's Rest. Now finding Rune back on her feet, Ginku looked at the rest of the village and was able to determine that the type of magic that sent them into this strange, mysterious slumber was of a polluted and vile divine type. And unfortunately, he could not assist, but there was someone he knew that might be able to. And so Ginku proclaimed to the group that they were about to set in part off on their journey towards the Emerald City to meet none other than the wonderful Wizard of Oz. And so, our story continues As you arrive outside of Ginku's tower, you begin to make your way through the courtyard once more. No wisps appear, and no beings pop out of the fountains this time. Ginku must have turned off his alarm. As you approach the entranceway, the heavy oak door swings open of its own volition. Magical cursive writing appears above the door's threshold with the words, "Make yourself at home." As you all begin to enter into the tower, you get the immediate sense of old parchment and herbs and a little bit of ozone. The entry hall is circular with impossibly high ceilings that depict the night sky, giving the illusion that the building has no roof at all. The walls are lined with tall bookshelves, overflowing with tomes and scrolls and strange artifacts. A thick layer of dust over the visible surfaces give the indication that the shelves have not been touched in a very long time. To the right of the entrance, you see a large wooden desk covered in alchemaic equipment, beakers and vials and flasks. And the tabletop seems to be in various forms of disarray, with a number of vials and flasks spewed about, one even cracked into pieces. On the left side, a cozy sitting area is arranged with a fireplace that crackles a blue otherworldly fire. Plush chairs and chaise lounge upholstered in rich, dark fabrics. You see that many of the seats have crumbs clinging to the fabric with darker spots that look like old stains. And above the mantel, a tilted portrait of a group of men and women of various races, smiling forward. Based on the emerald green uniform they all wear, the assumption could be made you're staring at a moment of Ginku's past. Looking down on the floor, it seems covered with an ornate rug depicting a celestial map, its stars and constellations shimmering with enchantment. The light in the room comes from a combination of the fireplace, a number of floating orbs of light that drift lazily around the ceiling, and the occasional flash of some type of magic that seems to be emanating from directly behind the portrait above the mantel. As you continue to observe the room, you notice one thing that seems to be missing. Ginku himself. What would you guys like to do?
Wow, what a terrible host. She'll actually just not watching her tongue.
Like 5 seconds ago. Chill.
Beck just ready.
Whoa,
The whole
Beck,
time. Damn!
Man, you're alive. And rude.
Yes. Sorry, Ginku. It must be the head trauma.
It's coming back to me slowly. Someone knock me out again. This is going to be safer for all of us here.
Oh, look at that. Now you're dark-hearted.
Like,
See
no.
what you did?
I'm already dark-hearted. I deserve that. That's fair. I mean, I'm sorry. It just... Thank you for letting us be here.
It does smell
Seem to get
weird
a
here.
response.
Well, I mean, they said make themselves at home, right? So I guess just get comfy, yo.
Does he
Anyone
have a
seen
fridge?
Barrack? Yeah, there's got to be a fridge around here somewhere, Minnie. Maybe Barrack's in the fridge.
I would like to touch the everything, if I may, please.
Okay. Where would you like to start touching things?
Oh, I don't read very much, so I think it'll be not the bookshelves, but like the artifacts and like the random like displayed things, like the pretty, kind of like ornamental stuff.
Okay. As you begin to look through the bookshelves proper, you do come across one particular item that catches your eye.
Ooh.
an amulet that seems to have a glowing gem in the center. As you wave your hand over top of it, it radiates a faint warmth. It seems to pulse gently with magical energies. You see what looks to be a small tag that resides beside it, with some scribbled writing on it.
I try to read the writing as I kind of... if I can't see it from where I am, I will reorient it so I can.
As you pick up the small tag, while the writing is very difficult to make out, very much chicken scratch, you can make out Amulet of Truths. Temporarily grants the wearer insight into the thoughts and feelings of those they hold dear. Use with caution.
Damn.
I look up. I look over at Vea. I try to avoid eye contact. And then I look back at Vea.
What would you like to do, Dag?
I run over to Vea. And I will rugby tackle her to the ground as quickly as I can and try to force this amulet on her person.
Jeez, Keelan.
Oh my god. What the fuck is happening?
Hold on, is this how he's supposed to use it, or is this just...
I have no idea.
Tune to it.
Keelan's just like, come on, get it out.
just
Tell me your feelings.
Yeah, I need to know your feelings.
Is this a bad time to tell you guys it requires attunement?
This is
Yeah,
perfect.
probably. Keelan doesn't know this.
No, he does not.
Like, he is going to try and explain himself while he's tackling and wrestling.
What
there. But
are
the thing
you-
is it's all right. It's fine. It's a therapy. It's a therapy amulet.
Therapy
All
for
right. It's the
what?
equivalent of a Labrador, just in the form of some precious metal. Okay.
I'm
I'd
not
like
a
to-
Labrador!
No, you're not a Labrador. You're a squirrel. All right. No,
Oh.
you got it. It's fine. Okay. It's there. All right.
Fine,
Look, it's
what do you
pretty.
need me to do? What is so important, Keelan?
All right. All right. All right. How do you feel, Vea?
Scared of you? What was that?
Okay, all right. Well, it's an amulet of... You know what? It had a lot of words in it. I only paid attention to some of them. But basically, it's supposed to connect you to your feelings and make you express your true self.
She's gonna give him like this dead look. Her chin just drops. My feelings
It's
are
working.
irrelevant
Look-
right now. No, it's not.
They're so relevant. How are they not relevant?
Oh, it's
Rune's
not gonna
dead.
help us right now. Wait, what?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I think,
oh.
I mean, maybe. I don't know. No one's really explained that.
I know what will solve this. Keelan, you're just maybe confused at this moment. Maybe, Vea's form of communication is something that you're not used to. Vea, why don't you show him how you communicate with that thing we were working on?
You mean with my mouth?
No, not... That's not...
What's happening?
Like, talking to... Hold on, let me go back through my notes real quick.
I mostly
No,
meant maybe some type of combat maneuver.
Oh. Thea and
I
Beck
thought you were
at the
just
same
making-
time just hide out of embarrassment.
I thought you were talking about just the fact she had a small mouth for some reason.
That was just the mask.
Oh, right.
Oh god.
Sorry, Jess's laugh got me just
Jess is just over there silently, like, I feel like Minnie's doing the same thing.
Oh, Minnie's in the fridge.
Yeah, right, yeah.
Right, yeah.
At first, yeah.
All right. Well,
What is happening,
Just-
Dave? Don't know.
Yeah, good question.
She's gonna look it out. No. And she's gonna take the amulet and shove it back in Keelan's hands. Also, no. I don't know. My head still hurts. I'm just feeling,
I'm
She's
sorry,
gonna
I didn't mean
collapse
to hit
on
you
this
that
seat.
hard. I didn't
All
mean
right,
to hit her
you-
that hard.
No, you did what you had to do.
Knock her on.
Well, yeah.
Maybe go find Minnie in the fridge. They might use some help, and maybe you can use some water or something.
Yeah. I'm just going to go, and I'm going to go help Minnie. And you kind of see her recompose herself for a second, shaking it off out of that just slight moment where she kind of showed that she was really out of it. It'll be fine. And then hopefully we can figure out what we need to do next. Maybe you can find a book or something else that you don't have to shove down my throat, as she looks at Keelan. Okay. Minnie! As she kind of stomps off.
You see Minnie closer to the back of the room, who seems to be sorting through a large armoire that she thinks is a refrigerator for some reason.
Minnie, what are you doing?
I'm looking for snacks. But I don't really know how hungry I am.
Let me tell you, you're hungry. I know you. Am I wrong?
I don't know. I feel this weird feeling in my stomach ever since everything happened. Thea?
Yes. What is it?
Minnie's eyes start to like tear up.
Oh no. Yeah?
We're all gonna die.
Oh. No. I mean, I don't. Oh. And Vea just kind of stutters with her body movements, not sure what to do, but here. And she'll go out and try to reach for your hand.
Minnie will take it. But you almost died, and Rune almost died, and Rune's mom is gone, and everyone's parents are asleep maybe forever.
I know.
Why isn't anyone else freaking out?
I just don't think we're there yet. I think you have a better handling on the situation than any of the rest of us, Minnie. I don't even really understand everything that happened. I'm sorry. But you can keep holding my hand.
And
if
then
it helps.
Barrick. I don't want to lose my friends.
As you say this, Minnie, you look over to Barrick, who seems very much not himself. He seemed to have secluded himself, staring blankly into the fire.
You can keep talking about it if that helps. I'm not really good at offering support or kind words. I'm sorry. But if you want to talk about it, I know she'll also glance over at Barrick. I'm sorry. I'm not a better friend. I can go get Rune for you if you'd like. Would that help? She's really good at listening and the hugging thing. And oh, Minnie, don't do that. I'm sorry. What can I do to help?
I'm just really scared and I want my mom.
Oh.
It's okay. Maybe some butter. Maybe that'll help. I'll try to be brave like you.
Oh.
I know I said I wanted an adventure, but this sucks so far.
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah. Please don't tell anybody I cried.
Of course. I won't say anything. I would never. I would never. We can find butter. Butter always makes everything better. We'll put it on everything.
You're right.
Come on.
Please don't die anymore.
Vega just freezes for a second. She had pulled away, just trying to also look for butter in this moment. The one weird saving grace out of all of this. And she turns back and kind of looks down at their feet. Minnie, I won't tell anyone you cried if you don't tell anyone that I'm really scared right now.
Deal.
It's our secret, and I'll be strong for you, and you'll be strong for me. And when we find our butter, it'll make everything better, and we can handle this together.
Okay. Thanks, Vea. She gives you a hug, whether you like it or not.
She kind of stiffens up for a hot second, but like butter, she'll melt in your arms.
Oh, take back that dark heart, chat. Take it back. Oh, cute.
While
Okay.
Minnie and Vea have a little bit of a bonding moment, Rune, still standing close to the doorway, you look upon your friends, and you look towards Barrick. You've never really seen him this shut off before. What would you like to do?
I think Rune is still like not 100% here, emotionally, and she'll see Barrick, and she'll start to walk towards him, but it's almost like she knows better, like she's known him her whole life, and I think she thinks that it's better to wait a little bit, to give him time to process, because I don't think she's really in a space right now either. So you see her start like walking towards Barrick, and then she'll sort of, and then like turn around, and she'll actually just go look for, remembering Ginku, go look for like booze. I don't know if he has a booze cabinet or something like that.
You begin to look around the room, and the closest thing you can think of, not being knowledgeable about where booze comes from, and you head over to the wooden desk with the number of alchemical equipment pieces on it. You begin to look down and see that most of the flasks are all empty, other than some slight stains on the glass. However, you do see something that catches your attention. Something that looks like it's been there for a short amount of time. A rolled up scroll.
All right. Well, catches her attention. She'll take the scroll, open it, see what it is.
Okay. As you open it up, you can see it is clearly a letter. Skimming through it quickly, it has a relatively bright undertone to it. Going back to the top, you begin to read it. Dearest Ginku, the research into the ancient relic is proving more difficult than I thought. The ruins are unlike any I've ever seen before. I think they may predate even the earliest recorded civilizations. I think the key lies with the lost city of Eldorath. I'll keep looking and start preparing for my journey. I hope I can find some answers out there. Of course, you're always welcome to join should you ever find yourself outside of your tower. Yours eternally, Alara.
Is this canon?
No! How is she everywhere?
Repeat everything you just said. For the note takers, please.
God, I was gonna say she gets around, but you know what I mean! In time and space she gets around, okay? Oh my God.
I'm excited because this means if Alara's canon,
woman.
then Scrump's canon, and if Scrump's canon, then we know who the bad guy of the series is. We figured it out, guys. We did it.
It's Alara.
Yeah, probably is. We thought she was gonna have a dark timeline.
This is her darkest timeline.
She always dabbled.
I mean,
Right? Yeah.
I mean, in a very roundabout way. In a very roundabout way, season 2 almost entirely got destroyed by the fact that she was trying to invent ice cream.
I feel like I need more lore drops here to have the same reaction everyone's having.
Okay, for Beck and for people who haven't seen Campaign 1, Alara was the character that I played. She was a chronergy wizard, and she dabbled in time magic, and our campaign got very wibbly wobbly in time and space because of her.
I swear to God, Dave, if you do time stuff again.
Drama's too real.
Now.
Yeah.
Pantsless wizard with a mop gonna show up?
Yeah.
I'm in for it.
Along with the bird flu. There are no birds and there is no time magic.
That checks.
As you continue to read over the scroll, trying to decipher runes, Eldorath, and who is this person, Alara? A bright flash of light suddenly bursts from around you. You whip around just in time, leaving the scroll on the desk, just to see a rune begin to fade from light. And you see a familiar figure standing there. Oh, you guys are here already? Holy crap, you're fast.
Well, I don't want to brag. That's a lie. I do want to brag, but I won't.
Yeah, we're here. We've been waiting for you. Where have you been?
Oh, I was just taking care of a few things upstairs. How you feeling, Rune?
Well, pretty fucked up, and she's still like covered in blood. Still 1 HP. She looks rough. But yeah, I don't know. I'm here. So I guess that's good. And we're all here. And that's enough people to save our families. So it's gonna be okay.
Yes, you look a little rough. Maybe I can help with that a little bit. As he casts prestidigitation over top of you, cleaning you up from at least the bits and flecks of dried blood in your hair and on your face. You know, I usually like to hold things in, bottle up my feelings. I find it for the best. But that hasn't helped me many, many times in life. So I usually find a friend to talk to. And as he pulls one hand out from behind his back,
God.
You see what looks like a sock puppet.
Oh God. Okay. We should have made you a sock puppet.
Musical number?
This is my friend Artie. Say hello, Artie. Hello, Rune.
Hi, Artie. She's just looking at Ginku while she's saying it.
Oh, don't look at me. Look at Artie. He's the one who's talking to you right now.
Hi, Artie.
It's a pleasure to meet you, Rune.
She looks at Ginku. I mean, Okay. Are
It's
we
not
doing
working
this?
for
Okay.
you?
Well, I think it's really nice, Mr. Sock Autie. How are you?
I'm a little sad.
Why are you sad?
Because all of my sock friends have gone to sleep.
Oh my God. Rune, him at this point, the absurdity of it, and I don't think she's dealt with her trauma. You see like any sort of like empathy sort of drop from her face. And she just looks right back at Ginku and she says, if you're going to make a joke of this, I don't want any part of it. And she'll walk out.
I don't know. We tried.
I'm sorry, Archie. She's been through a lot today. She's not normally like this.
Keelan, I don't.
And Keelan's just talking to the sock.
Yeah. Right.
Ginku puts his arm down, albeit the sock remains floating in the exact spot that it was. Oh, thanks, Keelan. It makes me sad to see all of Ginku's friends sad. Now's not the time, Audie. And Ginku walks over towards the couch area.
Did you just have your hand up his butt?
It's been a very long time since we've had friends to the town. You know what? This isn't the time or the place. I'm not very good at this. How's everyone doing? As he looks at all of you and seeing you in different states of sadness and loss and grief.
Vea has her hand up.
Yes, Vea.
Do you have butter?
Of course I have butter. I always have butter.
Could we have some of it, please?
Absolutely.
Please.
I also brought snacks if anybody wants snacks.
I'll try.
He waves his hand in front of him, and a large basket apparates directly in the center of the room. Inside, you can see many different forms of sweet rolls, different types of candy, and what seems to be a small bag full of popped corn.
Rune, do you want some popped corn?
No, I'm not hungry.
Okay. Can I sit beside you? She's having attachment issues.
Yeah. You don't have to ask.
Okay. And she'll sit like almost uncomfortably close to you, considering that you're still hurt.
Oh God. Maybe just a little space. My ribs.
Oh, sorry. I'm just really glad you're okay. And then she'll offer you some popped corn.
Still not hungry, but thanks. I'm glad I'm okay too. I'm glad you guys are okay. I was really worried.
Are you gonna tell us what happened?
I don't.
How did you come back to life? That doesn't make any sense. I'm trying to remember what I thought.
Vea will be turning 1 ear over to listen to this, like a small little radar dish, but she's not gonna look.
Keelan's doing the same. He's like got a book from a shelf. It's holding it upside down. Both his ears are like
tuning in. Everyone's ears are just like. I mean, I don't really know. I remember it, I remember passing out and some stuff in the middle, and then I remember just waking up. I mean, I think it was definitely Sleeping Beauty who did this for me. I mean, Al, as soon as I got up, he said that I looked like Starlight. I don't know. I was half in and out of it.
Like you visited her?
I don't know. I don't know. That's all I remember.
Well, that's kind of scary, sad, and cool all at the same time.
Yeah, I'm not really sure how I feel about it all. I'm just know that I really wanted to be back with you guys, and I'm glad I'm here, and I'm glad that Sleeping Beauty's given me the opportunity to help save everyone.
Maybe people will appreciate your fortune cookies properly now.
Because I died?
Yeah. But also came back. Stop breaking me, you fuckers.
I know. Well, maybe it could work with like some of the things that I predict. It could be like, ooh, I've been dead before and I've come back, so I can see more things now.
Yeah, you can totally play that up.
Yeah, maybe it'll be real.
In fairness, I have died before, and you get a lot of sympathy.
Oh, that would explain 9 of these toasters over here.
Yeah. The amount of casseroles I had to eat afterward. My God.
Thea is going to pass out small plates of butter to everyone on her group. Here, Keelan.
Just butter.
Al, yeah, just butter. Just like small little sliced up medallions of butter. Here, Owl, here's your butter.
But you know, you can eat it with the breaded sweets in. You know what? You guys do you. Whatever you want.
Thanks, we really appreciate that.
Does Art actually eat any of the butter either? Or do you just sort of... Art, do you eat butter? Sorry.
Of course he doesn't eat butter. He's clearly on a diet. God, Keelan, you need to be more sensitive.
Oh, I'm sorry, but you look amazing. The diet's definitely working.
Listen, gang, I know it's been a rough time for you so far tonight. I don't blame you for feeling the gloomy gusses. But maybe there's a little bit of advice I can offer. Throughout my time, which has been a very, very long time, I've seen some of the greatest victories, greatest achievements, but I've also seen some of the darkest times. I've seen many losses. And I'll tell you this. It's kind of part of the gig. You're all stepping into an entirely new realm for all of you. Yes, you might have dabbled in it a little bit, but you're becoming adventurers now. There is an inherent risk in all of this. One day could be your last, and you'll never truly know until that time happens. But there are many good things to all of this as well. With big risk comes big reward. The amount of people that you can help, the amount of evils you can overcome. You could change the world, even though it doesn't feel like it right now. I know you're all facing an immediate crisis with what's happened with the village. But this isn't a moment-by-moment gig. You do have to look at the larger picture and choose wisely what your steps are. But there's one thing that I'll never regret. Well, that's not true. There's many things that I regret. There's one thing that I will never regret. Never, wait. There's one thing, hold on. Never not, will I not, never regret. Yeah, that one got it. I never stopped when people needed me the most. And the really cool thing about all of this is during your time as an adventurer, in many of your travels, you get a bunch of sweet stuff.
I was gonna eye the toasters and just nod with confidence.
So were we chosen or just unlucky?
Maybe both.
I think he's got one thing he's right. There are people that need us. Whatever we're doing, we gotta remember that the people back here are waiting on us. Every second counts.
Vea will grip her sword a little bit. Where do we need to go?
Well, we're gonna leave first thing in the morning, Vea.
Okay.
Take some time to relax. Rest up. We have a long journey ahead of us.
And what about the villages? What are they gonna do overnight? We can't just leave them in the square. Wolves might come in or something worse.
I think we took them back to their, we carried them back home.
Diplomatically, did we do that?
Yeah, you did all.
So,
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'm glad we put the villagers safe in their houses and tried in the square for the night.
Yeah.
Is there at least some sort of protection sphere or something we can put over the town while we're gone? You're a great wizard, right?
Yeah. I think I got something for that around here.
Thank you.
Hey, Ginku.
Hmm.
Do you have anything stronger than this?
Stronger than butter?
Yeah, like alcohol.
Hey, I can get behind that.
Yeah.
Where?
What are you looking for? A little whiskey, wine, some ale?
Okay. Because Rune's not experienced, but Al owns a bar. What is the drink of choice that Al usually goes to that's hard liquor?
Oh, I could make you the old Al special. Just stand back. Right?
Okay.
Well, it's called an owl fashion.
Yeah, an Al's fashion.
Al.
Perfect. Yeah, I like it. We'll keep it. All right. Dave, if you allow me, can I try to roll for this? I want to see how good I can make an Al fashioned.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
An Al fashion. No, we should release a cookbook now. Fortune cookies, Al fashion.
Right? Yeah.
Bee butts. Don't forget the
depending
bee
on how the rolls
butts.
go, will be
Right.
Yeah, the bee butts. It says in fine print, do not consume, not for human consumption. Cantrip will not be liable for any damage held by this book. All right. What am I rolling, Dave? What do you think the best? Sleight of hand, performance? What are we shooting for?
Let's go with performance. I like that.
All right. Perfect. As he does a very cocktail style fashion where he grabs a couple glasses and tries to do the whole shake. Let's see how it works out here. Rolled a 13 and I have a +3, so 16 total.
16. You all watch as Al begins to perform a somewhat strange ritual in front of all of you. Bottles seem to start appearing out of thin air with plumes of purple smoke. You watch as a large mixing vessel starts to float directly in front of him. He begins to toss the bottles as if he's juggling. until he stops holding on to the bottles at all, as they continue to juggle themselves. They spin around before looping directly in front of the mixing pot and start to pour themselves into it. You watch as he holds his hand out like a double-handed fist for a moment, before quickly drawing it apart as you watch as a number of sliced oranges now fall directly into the pot. The mixing vessel.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. I've been to parties with Dave now. I'm gonna say like this. I could see him doing this in real life. Go on.
The mixing pot now, immediately losing the gravity that held it up, falls down to the floor. You all watch in anticipation, thinking it's going to shatter on the floor, before it sprouts 2 legs and meets the ground as it starts to hop up and down, shaking back and forth. As he looks over to you, Rune, it gives a wink and says, "Oh yeah."
If it says that, Vey is going to take a step back and draw her sword for a hot second.
Jesus.
It turns back towards it turns back towards Al and gives a slight nod and then jumps into Al's outstretched arms, and as he catches it, the feet vanish as it turns back into a regular mixing pot.
All right,
Concoction seems to be brewed.
I didn't know you could do something like that.
A little bit of help from the magic mixing pot. I thought I recognized this thing. The bottle thing? All me. That was pretty cool.
That's really impressive. You got to get a lot of tips at the bar, right?
Veo, it's not a very big town. We're pretty cool. But hey, who wants booze?
I do. Oh wait, right. maybe them first.
All right, I'm gonna start passing out rounds. Minnie, do you accept?
She'll try it, but she'll hate it.
Okay.
Fair.
I was like, it's okay, Minnie. You know, it's an acquired taste.
She's overzealous, and she'll take like a big gulp, like it's apple juice or something, and then she'll immediately spit it out and. Is that poison?
I'm a little insulted, but no, I think maybe when you get a little older, man, you might kind of pick up on the taste.
It smells like paint thinner.
Thank you.
No, thank you. Just butter for me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I'll see if I can find a cup of butter on my way back around. So as I pass one to Rune, Rune, you sure you good with this? Have you had this before? I've never really seen you at the bar.
No, I haven't. She'll take it. Take it in one shot.
I was like, well, start slow. Oh,
thanks. It was really good, and it was pretty cool. And you'll see her the smallest little crack of a smile for the first time since she died.
I was gonna give a slight smirk back and say, yeah, hey, that's anyway, thank you. He's gonna give you like another half cup, and then he's gonna kind of move on and then set the pitcher in the center of the table. Barrick, where's he accounted to? Let's see.
Barrick remains still motionless at this point, staring into the fire. He is in the world of his own right now.
I was gonna kind of just leave the cup beside him. Like, if you feel like it, Bear, just gonna leave it beside the fire pot and kind of give him one on the shoulder.
He doesn't move or make a response to it.
Just don't fart next to the fire, right? Crap.
No response.
All right. Well, I'm gonna see if I can find some nuts or something in this food pile. Something with some nutrition that's not just sugar.
Hey, Keelan and I haven't gotten anything.
Come help me.
I've just, as you say that, I've just got an empty basket.
Just doing the horseshoe.
Yeah.
Noticeable, like side to side.
Yeah.
Oh, you guys finished with that? Hold on. Interpreter. Can you fill up the basket again? As he says this, you watch as the basket just revitalizes with all of the snacks.
I mean, this place has got the business. Is this the kind of place you get from adventuring? Because I see what you're talking about now.
Yeah, this is just from retiring.
Single tear.
Feel it, yeah.
Can we use this? Vea will hold up a bottle. Not even sure what it is. She's just.
Oh! Here, give it here. Give it here.
I've never made anything before.
Yeah. No. It's fine. I want to do the thing that Al did. And he takes the bottle, holding it by the neck, and just hucks it across the room. You watch as it smashes it on the wall.
Hey, good job, Ginku.
Oh, that's what we're supposed to do with it. Vea will actually then take another bottle and throw it across the room as well.
That was
it smashes against the wall. See,
really
now you're
good.
getting the trick. Everybody grab a bottle. Just stop hucking it.
Hey,
I go
on,
to the
Rune, it's
alchemy
kinda fun.
table, grab a couple of bottles.
Yeah.
Rune will grab it and just let out a guttural like scream as she's throwing the bottle against the wall.
Exactly like this. Exactly. Yeah. He starts to apparate more and more bottles, bigger bottles, rounder bottles, bigger stems on them.
Yes! This is more intoxicating than any drink Vea could have. She is starting to go wild. Like, she'll jump on the table and throw another bottle. She'll take one and whack one off with her tail instead. She's kind of starting to get a little out of a hand.
Ginku just stands by with a smile on his face, watching you guys come back to life a little bit before he takes notes of one of you. He looks over and sees Minnie.
Oh.
Who doesn't seem to be partaking at this point with the bottle smashing. He kneels down to you, Minnie. So you didn't like that other stuff, huh?
No, I'm not a big fan, and I'm just a little worried about Barrick. It's weird watching everyone jump around and be so happy, and he's just sitting there.
Between you and me, Minnie, I've known guys like Barrick. Just give him a little bit of time and space. The key thing you have to remember is he's not gone yet. He's still here. And a wild man like Barrick, to stay within a tribe, it means something. Just give him a little bit of time, okay?
Okay. If
And
you're
hey,
sure.
while you wait, I've got something very special for you. He holds out his hand, and you watch as a large glass suddenly appears directly in front of him. Try this one. As you take it in your hands, looking into it, it seems to be a bubbly brown substance inside of it. A friend taught that one to me. She calls it a chocolate milkshake.
God damn it, Dave! God damn it! Okay, more context for people who don't know what the hell is happening. Alara's like side mission for the entire fucking campaign was to get chocolate milk.
She
Guys,
did it.
I need to know who Ginku is. I need to know.
Clearly
And Minnie didn't
much
even
more
ask for it
important.
either, just, as a point.
Yeah, he said they're friends. Okay, she'll take it and she'll give it like a little bit of a sniff. And I'm guessing it smells like sweet and aromatic. And
Very
she'll
much
take
so.
a big gulp and chug the chocolate milk. And then she'll lower the bowl from her face or the cup from her face, and she'll have like a big milk mustache. And she'll be like, "Oh my God, that was the best thing I've ever had to drink. What do you call that?"
A chocolate milkshake.
Chocolate milkshake. You have more of that, right?
Interpreter, fill her up. As you watch as the glass suddenly begins to fill once more. As he looks down, he can see a small pot-belly pig who seems to be a little wanting at this point. All right, fine. You can have some too. A small wooden bowl suddenly appears. You watch as it fills up just halfway with the same substance that you just had as he puts it down in front of the small pot-belly pig. There you go, little one, as he taps it on his head.
Jeremy and Minnie are about to get chocolate milk wasted.
Fun fact, because I was curious, chocolate milk is actually great for pigs. It's high in lysine, so it's really good for their skin and for good calories. That's it for science fact. Moving on.
Jeremy living his best life.
Him and his shiny little skin. That sounds creepy. I'm not going to say that again.
I mean, he is waxed. I get it.
It sounds super creepy.
Oh my god.
As the night wears on, the heaviness of the early evening begins to wear off as you take note outside the window and in the illusionary sky above that the sun seems to be rising. Ginku looks around. Oh boy, we went a little too hard tonight, folks. We should probably start calling it a night. I'm gonna head upstairs. But make yourselves at home. Whatever you need, just ask the interpreter.
Thank you. They will actually start going around and trying to pick up all the broken bottles that has been kicked around.
No, don't worry about that. Don't worry about that.
But we made the mess.
Yeah, it's fine. The floor will eat it.
What? Vay is gonna hop up on the closest chair.
Oh, no. It doesn't. It's inorganic things. It only eats inorganic things. Which begs the question how it hasn't eaten the bookshelves at this point. I don't even know.
It's picky appetite.
You're just calling out your own loopholes. Like, thanks, I guess.
Yeah, just watch your feet for a little while.
Did we just sleep anywhere? Sorry, Al, you were asking something.
No, I was just wondering if floors can get drunk. What were you saying?
Well, I was just gonna figure out where we're supposed to sleep here. I guess just pick a chair.
Have you guys not learned yet? Just ask for it.
Can we get beds? Please?
6 beds suddenly appear where the couches just were. Those that were sitting on couches now sitting on beds.
Oh.
Can I get 1,000 gold?
Suddenly, a piece of paper floats down in front of you. You open it up as it says, "Nice try."
Damn.
Oh, so I thought I was just gonna say "fuck you." So.
Polite.
Interpreter, can I get a pizza? Oh.
You wait for a moment, Keelan, before a full-size pizza falls directly in your lap. It's very warm.
It's warm. Okay, good. Okay. I'm gonna
Flash
eat
this up.
All right, don't stay late, okay?
Thank you. Sorry I was mean before.
Oh, you weren't mean. You were just acting like a bitch. It's fine. Everything's fine. But we're all friends now. We've smashed bottles and drank together.
No, chill. Just not even gonna offer a response. She just goes and hops into the center bed and sits cross-legged facing towards the fire. He's right, so it's fine.
All right. I'm going upstairs. If you need anything, ask the arcane interpreter.
Nice.
Thanks, Ginku. We
Thanks,
appreciate it all.
Ginku.
All right, kids. We'll see you in the morning. He walks back over to the spot that he apparated at. You see the glow of the ruin underneath his feet once more before you watch him fly up into the sky, looking like he just continues traveling upward until disappearing into a small pip.
Can't believe that's the guy that's gonna help us.
Is anyone else glad he didn't bring the puppet with him to bed?
Yeah.
I am very glad that the puppet's still here.
Why?
Well, it's it's nice to see a friendly face. It comforts me somehow.
No, I meant, why are you glad that he didn't bring the puppet to bed?
Oh, it's to teach the puppet independence, Minnie. Sometimes puppets gotta grow up and stay away from. Somebody else help me here.
Nice save.
So smooth.
I'm gonna try and feed Art a pizza slice.
Can I
Ooh.
have a
He's on a
slice?
diet, Dad.
Actually,
I know, but Ginku's gone to bed. He never know.
No, I shouldn't.
Oh.
no.
Hey, but look, this
I'm
is.
supposed to be going gluten-free.
Well, that's okay. I can fix that. I scrape off the topping and I just eat the bottom of the pizza, and I just have like a fistful of cheese and pepperoni.
Oh, that's not coming out for a while.
Yeah. Yeah, there it is. See?
You watch as it kind of mushes around and then falls out the side of the floor.
Which calls the question. Yeah, thank you. Yeah.
I imagine we're all just silently watching him eat this. Like, no one's saying anything.
Mashing and then eating. But yeah, I get it.
Yeah, it's just smushing.
Yeah. He's all stained.
Does he have googly eyes, or is it just a sock?
100% just a sock.
Okay.
Can I
And
go
some
to the
pepperoni eyes.
mantle and oh, are we giving it pepperoni eyes? I can wait.
No, go ahead.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, no, yeah.
I
He's
fully
been trying to
support the
do this whole
pepperoni
thing with
eyes.
sock puppet this entire time, so just let him finish this.
Yep, do it.
Yeah.
Pepperoni eyes.
So
Let's go.
Two pepperonis, and I'm gonna slice like get those tiny little olive slices to make the pupils, so it can like directionally be aware.
Are you gonna give him a
As
tongue
you-
too? Please don't
As you
stop.
press it onto the
Yeah.
sock in the appropriate areas, it clings to the sock as you watch as the olives now start to dart around. Oh my god, I can see!
Oh my god, you can see.
This is way worse.
He looks to you, Keelan. You're a pretty handsome fella.
Oh, here we go. Here we go.
You're a very handsome sock.
Okay. You guys, you just want to flirt with each other. I think.
And fade to black on Keelan's sock.
No one's asking what's going on under those covers. What's between a horse and his sock is what no one else needs to know.
I quit.
To be fair,
Those
the
are
sock
really
is
eyes.
very strange to Kilo as well.
Puppet!
No, no.
No.
It can do no
That was it.
wrong.
I found the line. That's it. I quit. I'm done. No,
Found your line.
that's
What
it.
decision
Yeah.
that crossroads was of like, oh, we'll just let him do pepperoni eyes. Like you could have went this way, but instead we went this way.
Oh
Listen,
my
if there's one thing that I know, it's prepubescent
No.
young men who are coming into their own
No.
value socks.
Yeah.
God.
In a quick and very obvious change of conversation, Vega's gonna look over at Minnie. Do you need help with something? Seeing her go to a horse.
I'm sorry, I tried. She's trying to get the picture on the mantle of his old adventure group.
Oh no, here. Vega will actually
It is a big portrait. Like it's not like a small
Oh.
5x7. This is a
Okay.
big painted portrait.
Who's
Hey,
in
you
it?
wanna
Can
close
I
up?
see him in it?
You can step on Vega's shoulders if you'd like.
Okay, be steady.
Yeah.
Ready?
Okay.
You got
Go.
me?
Mhm.
Okay. Ooh, I don't know.
As you begin to look through the picture, you try your best. There's roughly about 20 to 30 people in this picture. Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
I'm gonna find out the lore, you guys. Oh, fuck me. It's a 3.
No, Jess.
I'm sorry.
One job.
I do have help. I do have help, technically. I'm standing on Vea's shoulders.
Yes.
Does that count? I know she's
I-
not helping me look.
Giving her a boost so she can see more details.
Ooh.
I'm gonna leave this up to chat to see if someone is willing to gift you with the gods are pleased.
Oh, come on, chat. Come on.
Minnie's
They're
been
gonna
so
dark
good this
card me.
episode.
Can I do it?
Yeah, 2 dark
Aw.
cards, like back to back.
Pretty quick. Well done, Family IT dude. Go ahead and roll with advantage.
Ooh, nice. Okay. Where is it? Investigation, you said?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh my god, guys, it's in that one. Legit. I don't deserve it. I'm sorry. I failed you all. For a 3.
What is wrong with
Oh
you?
yeah.
You try and make out the details of the individual, but just as you're starting to get a grasp, you feel your legs begin to shake back and forth as Vea's just held on a little too long.
Bea!
I'm
no!
sorry. I'm tired.
Oh!
I'm sorry.
And I guess we all
Collapse.
come tumbling down.
I'm sorry. I wasn't. Dang it. I'm sorry. They will
As-
pop up and offer you a hand.
As you both sit there flat on your butts, you begin to look around, and just out of the corner of your eye, Vea, you see a very tiny smile crack on Barrick's lips.
Oh, we got him. Like butter.
No, that didn't work.
Okay. Not even with the finger guns? I thought I had it. That's fine. I'll try again later.
All right. Is there anything anybody else wants to do for the evening?
At some point, Minnie's not sleeping by herself today, so at some point she's gonna sneak into somebody else's bed, and I rolled and it was Al.
Okay.
You can...
We didn't get a say. You just-
yeah.
Okay. No, I
You
feel like
can-
no, that's totally
you
fine.
can
I
do
sort of
what
had
you
a
choose.
plan, so you noticed as you were crawling in, Al was like almost ready to get out, and he's like, "All right, come on in." Then. And then he was just, I'm cool with that. He's like,
Thanks. Jeremy's
Yeah.
here too. He farts a little.
does he want to lay in the middle?
Sure, but he did have some milk, so it might be a rough night.
Oh, no. Thanks, man.
Good night, Al.
All right, you doing okay?
I think so. I feel a little bit better. I'm glad that Vea and Rune are okay.
Yeah. Touch and go there for a minute.
Can we hear? Because aren't all the beds like right next to each other?
I don't know.
I'm assuming that they're trying to whisper as much as possible.
Yeah, it's just kind of nighttime low voice.
Okay. I feel better that everyone's here. I wouldn't want to do this by myself.
Oink, oink.
Oh,
Yeah.
Jesus.
Al's clearly sort of reflecting inwards at this point of what Minnie just said. Yeah, man. By yourself's probably not the best way to go right now. Get some sleep, and then maybe in the morning, even Barrick will be feeling better.
I have a plan for that.
Yeah, Vea.
And you just see like Vea's awkwardly at the side of your bed, like trying to interrupt, but knowing you guys are having a conversation, and she's just, it's okay, never mind. And she's gonna hop over into her bed. Real quick.
No. You can come stay over here, but it's close to the source of Jeremy farts.
Liz, and she's just, okay, so she'll actually then stand up and hop to in front of all of the beds. Like a weird speech that she's about to give.
So
Brings out a
awkward.
PowerPoint.
Yes.
This is super awkward. And she has like her hands behind her back, but she's shifting her feet. She's fidgeting with her fingers. She isn't making eye contact with anyone. She's looking down at the ground. Listen, I want to first apologize that I wasn't more help today. I'm sorry. Rune, I'm sorry. I wish I could have done more. And I don't know if this is supposed to be that we're now on this adventure because we were accidentally chosen, or if there's some sort of fate guiding us, but either way, I'm really glad that I'm doing it with you all. I think we're the right group for this, and I do think we can help everyone. I want us to be the ones who can help everyone. And I know it's going to be really hard, and I'll probably be a bitch again, but I want us all to make it through this, and I want us to save our town. And I know we can. I don't want to do it without all of you. Anyway, that's all I have, because she's just going to turn back around.
You hear a loud voice call from somewhere. Acting like one. You're not a bitch. You were just acting like one. Good job, though.
Yeah, let's go, Tommy.
Mini clap
She'll
for you.
hop in
Al's
the
gonna
bed.
join in.
That's not necessary. You don't. No one. We don't need a clap.
Okay,
That's just
okay.
weird. Oh my gosh, you guys are making this so awkward.
Okay,
Why would you?
I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I think it's kind of cool when you're a bitch.
Yeah, me too.
Thanks. I'll just try to be a bitch to others, just not to you all. Or you can at least tell me when I'm being awful.
Deal.
That doesn't mean I'm not going to. Like, especially if you try to shove an amulet down my throat. She looks at Keelan.
Yeah, Keelan, what's happening?
Yeah, what are you doing right now, Keelan?
With the sock.
Oh.
He's hiding one of his hands behind his
Oh,
back.
God.
Macaroni eye sock. Monster.
So
She's
Keelan's polished off like quite a bit of food. He's just kind of like lying on his side because he can't lay on his back anymore, and he's very unwell looking. Infinite food was not a wise thing, but he is kind of like on his face is kind of like he's like listening, he's nodding, but you can tell that he is like on the verge of barfing.
Oh.
You just never mind. She turns away from Keelan. She actually finds herself at the foot of Rune's bed. I really am sorry, by the way.
You should not apologize, because technically it's all my fault. You guys were all sleeping, and I mucked it up again. So it's not on you, it's on me, and I'm sorry.
She's gonna hop on the bed next to her. Listen, if I've kind of learned anything in this, is that I think we have a lot of ability. I don't think we should take ownership of things that we didn't actually do. You didn't do any of that. It probably feels like it. And I know you probably still want to take ownership of that, and I actually really respect that from you. It's because you're just really responsible. In some ways, you're more mature than the rest of us. But I want to help you feel better about that responsibility.
Wow. Before we got here,
Yeah.
when we left the Portobello province, I just had this weird feeling like things were going to change. And I guess for once my powers worked and they changed. So at least I got that right. And I think, if anything, I at least know now that Sleeping Beauty is going to protect me for now at least, and gonna help. And I think that's what we need to go forward.
Do you think that's what we need to go forward?
I think we need each other. And I'm gonna try my best to not let anything happen to anyone. And I'm gonna hold Sleeping Beauty to that too. She has to help me. Help you guys.
Right.
For what it's worth, Rune, I know you had it in you, and you can't blame yourself for someone enacting a plan that they've probably planned longer than we've been around.
Yeah, but maybe if I was strong enough to defeat Kui, everyone would have been fine. Maybe if I was strong enough to get that stupid stone out of Mom's head, everyone would be fine.
Look, Rune, I've thrown that drunk out of that bar 100 times since I've been here alone. You could push that guy down without even a thought. Well, you fought back there. That wasn't Kui. That wasn't, at least not the normal Kui, you know? He couldn't have, I don't think he would have done those things just as he was normally. I don't know if he got caught up in something, or maybe it was some strong magic. I'm just guessing all this, but I don't think you should blame yourself for this. It doesn't fall on you, Rune. Sometimes people make plans that are bigger than us, bigger than what we see coming.
Hey, look at me. I know what it feels like to not feel like you were good enough in that moment. We're going to get better. We're going to get stronger, and we're going to save everyone. We weren't strong enough today not to do what we wanted to do. And we're going to get better so that way that doesn't happen again.
Yeah. I promise.
I promise to.
Yeah, Rune, not for nothing. You will get better at this. Don't let the previous stuff kind of take you out of it. We need you here and we need you now. You got this. I know you do.
Hearing that, Rune will take a second, and then she'll stand up and walk to the middle of the room where Vea was.
My people.
Speech.
No. And she's going to say, well, since Vea did this whole thing, she'll take a glass and she'll raise it to everybody, and she'll say, cheers to what was, and cheers to what will be. But what matters most is we'll all be there together.
Yeah.
Al's going to lift the glass up, and then he's going to kind of look at Jeremy, and then... Jeremy barked.
The big twist. It was the plot twist. Jeremy was a dog the entire time. Fuck.
Jeremy the barking dog.
I was that
barking
for episode
pig.
like 92. Damn it.
Amazing. Yeah, Al's gonna toast as well. After toasting, I am gonna stand up in the. He's gonna be like, all right. He's gonna stand up and kind of.
Oh, you're doing a speech now, Rune, awkwardly.
Yeah, you can take my spot.
Come on.
Okay, yeah.
I've known you guys for a while now. Long enough to consider you all friends. I feel like if we're going to be traveling together, there's some things you should know.
Sorry. I'll chill. that wasn't rude. That wasn't rude. That was Raina. Okay.
Just to
Now,
clarify.
Rune, when I say you shouldn't blame yourself for this, I got experience with this sort of thing. Back home, and I guess the reason why I'm here is me and my family. You see, we were living our lives, and next thing you know, someone with a plan, longer than we were anticipating, enacted that plan. Rune, my family had to, what was left of us had to leave. I've been sort of keeping my head down ever since. I don't really talk to them much. I have a little bit of communication here and there, but I'm telling you guys this because we might run into some people. I've gotten words that there's like bounty hunters, mercenaries, people that might work for this other family. They might be out there. If we leave past this village, this has kind of been my safe zone, the spot that I was kind of staying put here for a while. I don't know if we run into these people. If I don't want you guys getting hurt over it. The less you know, the better, you know. So if it happens, it happens. Just know that I'm gonna figure it out as it comes.
What about the whole thing we're doing this together?
Yeah, I get that. I know, but I can't have you guys dragged down for my crap. We got enough as it is.
Listen, you're bringing your crap along no matter what, so your crap is our crap, right, Minnie?
There's more people trying to kill us?
Minnie, hey, look, come on.
Oh!
If it helps, there was probably more people trying to kill us before we even knew about it. So it's not like the amount of people has changed. We're just more aware of it now.
See?
Does that help?
It's probably because we're so popular. It's a good thing, right?
I think I need more chocolate milkshake.
As you say this, the cup refills.
Yeah.
Gosh.
Thank you.
Just picture it's already knocked over on the bed, so it just keeps pouring off the side of the bed until she picks it up.
A small tear just drinks her chocolate milk.
So that's what I had to say. I'll
At this
take some
point,
questions.
At this point, having not moved for the majority of the night, Barrick finally stands up and walks to the center of the room.
This was not supposed to be a thing, everyone. I'm sorry.
It's a thing now.
Shut up, Vea. I have something to say.
Sounds exactly like him.
I feel like he's like
it's like Bobby's never is. Yeah, it's like Bobby's still here.
Is this a dream? Are we all just hallucinating at this point?
Might be the booze.
If there's one thing I've learned this entire night, is that you all talk way too much. And if there's one thing I do have to say, it's this.
See if Barrick's doing okay.
You're not allowed to go to the bathroom for the rest of the night.
Oh my gosh.
I call that one the Iron Fortress.
Oh my gosh.
Ew, Bear. At least they excuse me.
Yeah, you could at least blame it on Jeremy like I do. I mean,
Barrick kind of gives a smirk and then flops down into one of the beds. It takes less than a minute until you can hear him start snoring.
He's not taking any questions.
Yeah.
Best speech of the night.
Oh my god.
I'm getting that sense that the universe wants us to go to bed, but I just want to say, Al, no matter what, we're going to stick together, and we're gonna figure this all out together.
Mm-hmm.
Keelan's going to
Stand in
sit
the
up
center of
Stand
the
in the
room.
middle of the room.
and try to go
With
to
your
the middle of
sock.
the room. But as he does so, because he's eaten too much, he's already on the bed. He just kind of like wobbles a little bit and goes, "No, you can wait till the morning," and then just rolls back over.
As each of you find your beds, some sharing, some not. With the sun already almost glaring through the windows.
Jesus.
You do find rest for the evening.
Thank God.
And
I do want to add something just over the night. In the middle of the night at some point or another.
You've already been in the
Keelan-
middle of the night.
Well, okay, yeah, fine. Partway through our rest cycle,
Oh, okay.
Keelan is actually going to fall asleep, but he's going to do so underneath the bed, like kind of in that little kind of crawl space beneath the bed.
Okay. As you leave Artie alone,
Okay.
lying on the pillow.
Yeah, I will leave Artie alone on the pillow.
Okay.
I had the time of my life.
Chance!
I love it. Like, it's one of those things like 6 months from now and everybody's like, hey, remember all those romantic connections we've made? And it's like a montage of all the people in our heads we've lost. And then Keelan's just like the magic sauce.
Pepperoni sauce.
Yeah.
It's the magic sauce pepperoni eyes.
His name is Artie! Have some
Listen.
respect!
Can I
Sorry,
just
Dave.
say he's probably the easiest one to bring to Gen Con? Like,
True.
Yep.
Well, you know what?
Not rooming with Artie.
I got a deal for the trippers out there. If you bring me an Artie sock, I will give you a D20 or something.
we'll all sign it. We'll sign your Artie sock.
Yeah, we'll sign the
Yeah, we'll
inner
find the
room.
Artie side. We can call it the Artie party.
Oh.
You just
That sounds like a great party name, guys.
cannot use that sock for anything else. Let's just.
Okay.
I mean, it's hardened in places now, so I get
No!
Ew. Why?
Okay,
No.
we went to bed, and what
goodbye.
happens next?
it. Where we take a short rest for the evening.
That's good.
Oh my God.
Go get your orange juices. Go get your apple juices. Go get your al juices. Go get your chocolate milks. Go get your Artie leftover juices. We are going to take a quick one this time, probably 5 minutes or so. 5 to 8 minutes, Mud, if you're listening. 5 to 8 minutes. And stick around because you're not going to want to miss the rest of it. We'll see you real soon, guys. And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. I didn't even know we had that command.
Me either. I was just thinking that. I was like, wow, when did we set that up?
When did I do that? I bet Elvie did it. God, she's such a good mod.
Yep.
Someone pet the mod for me, please.
We don't feed them past midnight, though.
Yeah, don't feed them after midnight.
Mm.
So, diving back into our story for the evening. You all awake the next morning feeling quite refreshed. Albeit, you've slept much longer than you anticipated. One look outside and you can see it's bright as day out there. And as you awake, you see all of the pieces of glass, the bits and pieces of leftover food have now somehow disappeared. It seems the floor has properly eaten it. A few moments go by as you start to collect yourself and get yourselves ready for the day before another flash of light in the same spot. And your friend Ginku appears. All right, folks. I slept good. I'm ready to go.
Me too. Hey, Ginku.
Yeah.
Yeah, huh? What?
Oh, whoa, am I lacking or something? Am I good?
Oh, yeah, no, you're fine. I just, there's sleep in my ears still.
Oh, Oh, okay. Do you think on the way out we could stop at that wishing well?
I mean, we have to go to the yellow brick road, so yeah, I don't see why not.
Okay. Have you heard about any falling stars or anything?
I mean, I've heard about falling stars before. I've never actually seen one myself, though.
Nothing in the wishing well?
Wishing wells are just fairy tales and folklore.
I don't know, Ginku. Sometimes the things that are make-believe are actually real. You just have to look hard enough.
I've been putting my bar tips into that thing for years. I hope it's got something to it. Or else I'm really out of my investment.
Well, I mean, if you guys want to stop there, that's fine. Worst case scenario is we can make a couple bucks.
Yeah. That'd be nice. I'd appreciate it.
He steals the coins, doesn't he?
Have you been taking my wishes, Ginku?
No.
I just thought
you don't
the well
throw
was
them in the
absorbing
river
them.
as well, do you?
No.
Well, then no.
There's money in the river?
I was wondering who threw those coins in the river. Anyway. Minnie, you know you don't have to put your hand up every time you talk, right?
I just don't interrupt. And I had
you're all right, kiddo. What's up?
Where are you in that picture?
Oh. That picture. I'm somewhere in the back there.
Yeah, but where?
Is this a Jess question or a Minnie question?
Shut up, Beck.
I need this.
Sorry.
Look, now you've upset Louis.
Louis on
Where
my
am I?
side.
He begins to look and squint towards the photo. Okay, there's Jack. There's Muffet. Ah, there I am. And he points to the top row to the right. Taking a look at the wizard in the photo, it doesn't seem like Ginku at all. While still having a long beard, it's filled with a brown, chestnut brown color to it. He has a very vibrant look in his eyes. Not the worn down, beatnik kind of individual you see in front of you.
So Jack Thunderbore, you said, and also
Muffet? What's the other
Muffet.
name?
Yeah.
Whoa. You look really different.
Yeah, I was a little more metro those days.
Very fashion forward.
Yeah.
What about all the other people in the picture? What are all of their names?
Yeah, list them alphabetically. Left to right.
Alphabetically.
Is it written on the back of the portrait, maybe?
Can you give us their addresses too? Thank you.
Blood type, list of fears,
Yeah, the usual.
You know, I'd love to sit here and chat about the portrait, but, you were pretty adamant on, restoring your village last night.
Yeah.
We can take it with us.
No, we're not taking my portrait with us.
Oh, no, what we need to do is a mental picture. So everybody go like this, and then you go with one eye, and it gets locked in your brain. Yeah. Now we'll remember it forever, and with an excellent history check, we can clearly remember it.
One attempt per day, right, DM?
Quick question. What's a picture?
Oh, I've heard about it in some of the magazines that used to come to my house. It's
Follow-up question. What the magazine?
It's a book that has glossy pages, and it comes right from the Emerald City. And in it talks about some magical contraption that you can freeze a moment in time on a piece of paper. But
Okay,
I don't
so
have that. So I just
Rune's
do it
still
in my brain.
drunk. Is there any other questions?
I guess not.
Is your magic food thing coming with us too?
No, the arcane interpreter stays here.
Oh, what about your cow bag?
I'm bringing my cow bag with us.
Oh.
Do we
Can we-
each get one?
You have not earned the right to your own cow bag just yet.
Oh.
We'll get there, Vea.
Okay, seems like we're all set to go.
I just had a weird thought while we were sleeping.
That's called a dream, Rune.
Yeah. Well, okay.
Oh, daughter.
This is different, Al. It's
Oh.
different. I was just thinking, have you ever heard of Alderath?
Nope.
Oh. Weird, right? That name just came to me while I was sleeping. So weird. Okay. Well,
Totally weird.
yeah.
Well, let's go. As you all leave the tower proper, you begin to make your way through the town square, or market wheel as you know it. It's very eerie with no movements, no sounds. Almost like it's been completely deserted. You continue onwards, finding your way to the edge of town, the road that leads towards the yellow brick road. Doesn't take long before you find yourselves once again outside of the same wishing well you had walked by, but a mere few days ago. All right, Rune.
Okay. She'll go up to the well. She's gonna take a closer look this time. See if she can see any writing, any signs of magicalness. She's gonna look down the well, see if how far down she can see, if she can see the water or not.
Go ahead and make an investigation check for me.
What's my investigation? 0. So that's a 15.
With a 15, you look down and you hear scratch marks in the interior of the well. I will hold that thought, folks. We will return in 1 second.
For chat, the note from the producer is hilarious. It is all capital letters that just says "Dave, you are robot."
No, please, or
Refresh.
thank you. Just intense.
Now,
Yeah.
the weird thing is it was
That's
two
it.
different sentences.
Just
Dave, you are a
screaming.
robot, and then refresh. I think I think it was
Right.
just Muds finally figuring Dave out.
Hey, am I still a robot?
Are we back?
You look kind of pixelated to me, but
Good.
Mm.
Good. Okay, you look fine to me.
Good to go. Okay.
Yeah.
Looking into the well proper, you see a number of scratch marks and scorch marks on the inner walls of the well. And with 15, while not directly in the center, you see close to the bottom, there seems to be a shimmer of light that seems to be hitting the back wall.
What? Are you kidding me? Rune, the player did not expect this. Rune, she's not even speaking. And it's down the well, you said? On the inside?
While it's not, the light isn't shining directly from the center. There looks like on the back wall opposite to where you're basically standing from, there seems to be a cast of a small illumination on the back, hitting the back wall.
Okay, follow-up question. Can I get to it with my hands? Like by reaching over, or no?
No, this is easily, from what you can see, probably 30 feet down.
This is worth it. Rune's gonna take out her scroll of spider climb.
I thought you were just gonna jump. This is better. This is better.
Rune jumps! Someone catch me! Just kidding. No. Rune's gonna take out her scroll of spider climb. She will open it up, and she will read whatever wording is on it, and hopefully it lights up magically and activates.
All right. Rune starts chanting. Hippity boppity bippity boppity hippity boppity boo. As the scroll begins to crumple up and turn into like flecks of ash as it kind of blows away in the wind from your hands. You now have spider climb activated. What would you like to do?
Rune will get on the edge of the well and start testing it out.
Okay.
Stick and see how sticky it is, I guess.
Like your hands are suction cups. You immediately feel a pressure as soon as you put your hand on the interior of the well. It's a little bit difficult to get off, but it holds sturdy.
Oh, Rune's different now. Vea's just gonna sit and watch. You need it. Oh, nope. You've got this, clearly.
Rune,
Spider Rune.
why?
Spider Rune does whatever a spider Rune does.
What? It's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry. She's gonna try and go to the illuminated spot and see. She's gonna crawl down backwards and then crawl around, whatever she has to do to get to that spot to get closer to it.
Sure. You pull your hand off and slowly come down the edge. You get close to the illuminated area when you happen to see what looks like a large hole in the side of the wall of the well. It seems to be the source of where the light is coming from.
Is the hole big enough to stick my hand in, or?
Famous last words.
I hope you don't like that hand.
God, it's like Paul from Dune.
Yeah.
As you pull away from the wall a little bit, staring down at the hole, it is a very large hole, easily able to fit a body through.
Damn.
What a weird measurement size.
That's a very peculiar unit of measurement that I guess he's only using.
That the hole? Now, are we talking about pig bodies? Are we talking about snake bodies?
Rune, before she goes in the hole, she yells up, "If I don't come up in like 5 minutes, come save me!" And she's gonna crawl into the hole.
Wait, what?
That was so great. Such a great reaction.
Entering into the hole in the side of the well, you find the source immediately of where the light is coming from. All around you, you can see lumina lilies, giant bioluminescent flowers that seem to float in the air. They just gently drift along in midair throughout the entirety of this room. Looking around, this is clearly a made structure as opposed to a natural cave or cavern. Tall columns that hold up parts of the wall, and strange etching on some of the walls.
First, she's distracted by the floaty, beautiful flower light things. For sure. Yeah, she's like, "Oh wow!" She tries to catch one, and she'll try and read the scratchy writing on the wall?
Go ahead and make a religion check for me.
Oh, come on, I'm a cleric. Come on,
Gotta
people.
be good at this.
Yep. Come on. I rolled a nat 20. That's a 20. I rolled a nat 20. It slow rolled over too. It was like, oh, it was a 2, and then it slow rolled over to a 20. So epic in my head.
Nat 20.
Nat 20.
As you begin to read some of these etchings on the wall, you begin to hear of a story of a group called the Turok having made their way to what you could only decipher, as it's difficult to get the true translation of the word, to the realm. You continue onwards as it indicates 9 individuals or entities. You can see there seems to be a relatively long hallway where the writing continues as if someone has just written a story directly on the side of the cavern's walls or the makeshift structure's walls.
So I'd have to go farther down in. That's what you're saying?
You would have to go further in, yeah.
Hey, guys!
Why does this feel like the Goonies all of a sudden?
I'm going deeper in. If you want to come, there's a bunch of stuff in here and glowing flowers. It's really pretty.
How are we supposed to get down there?
I don't know.
Rune, just don't fall.
Oh, I'm good. I got spider climb.
Well,
okay.
We don't.
Yeah, so this is strange for everyone else as well, right? That you know, Rune decided to just jump into the well and is now apparently going deeper into the well.
Normally not something Rune would do, but I think they're working through some things.
I feel like this, you know, like a deep well of emotion, both physically and metaphorically. I kind of understand a little bit, but
what's up, Minnie?
I mean, how about this? What if we lower one of us to go ahead, you know, down? I'll stay up here with some rope and then pull you back up. You know, if it's a well, it's got that one of those, you know, little handle things. It goes down in a bucket. Why are you looking at me like I'm fucking mad? It's a well. You have to draw water from the well. There's a thing, all right? Is one of you want to ride down and go?
I'm just noticing how you didn't volunteer yourself to go down.
I'm too big.
Are you afraid of the dark?
I'm afraid of many things. Witches, the dark, being dragged away by sea monsters.
Fair.
There's nothing wrong with that.
No, he's right about that last one.
Yeah.
That's terrifying. Freaking heart stopped. Anyway.
All right, Vea, Minnie, which one of us is going down? Who wants to go?
I can. I feel small enough.
All right, unless Minnie, did you want to go cave spelunking? I know you like doing random things.
It's true. If you prefer to go, you can. I don't mind.
Well, hold on. Hey, Rune.
Yeah?
Does it look cool down there?
Yeah, there's these really pretty glowing floating flowers.
Ooh. Does it seem like anything's gonna murder you down there?
Too soon.
How in peril do you feel?
Too soon.
Yeah.
I
What is
feel
your
fine.
level of terror on a scale of 1 to 10? Okay.
I'm on level intrigue right now, but I suppose anything can happen.
Hey, Rune, what does it look like down there?
Oh my god. I told you! Whatever! Get down here.
There's floating flowers, and,
Okay.
and stuff.
I'll go.
All right. Cool. I'm going to lower. Sorry, is there already a bucket and thing up there, or?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, cool. Yeah, I'll load Minnie in, and then I'll very carefully lower them down until they hit the bottom.
Okay. You begin to wind the wheel down. When Minnie, you find yourself facing this hole now as well.
Oh, it's creepy down here.
Rune pops out. Hey, come on, hurry up.
Don't jump out at me like that, Rune.
Oh, come on, you're fine. Let's go. Come on.
Okay,
Rune
okay.
just going.
Whoa.
Oh, I think Rune's become a whole person.
Whole person? Oh,
Because she's in a hole.
Lives in holes.
Like,
It's better in the
Yeah.
underground.
it's better here.
yeah, I'm institutionalized now. I don't know
Yeah.
what it's like under the sun.
I could put a couch right here, hang that picture that Ginku had.
Does anybody else want to go down? I can take one.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh,
I
thank
guess
you.
then.
Oh, wait. Hold on. He pulls out a book from his satchel and flips through. Scratch that. I can get everyone down there.
Well, I seem to clear that up
Great.
then. Come on, Caitlin.
Thanks.
But
All
I
in this
mean, I just.
together. It's
He looks at the fact that
fine.
It'll probably
looks at the
be
fact-
one at a time. All we have to do is cut the rope.
Oh,
Minnie, are you off
I'm
out of the
sorry.
bucket down there?
Yeah, I'm
All right.
good.
Hey, Vea, want to slice that rope there?
Sure. She'll pull out her sword quickly, cutting through it.
What
Hope I
is
did that
a
right.
prerequisite?
Melts through it.
Oh.
All right, my turn. He walks
Does
over
the
to the
rope, like-
entrance and holds his hands over top of the hole and begins to mutter something I don't think any of you would recognize. Suddenly, a large disc that fits just perfectly in the circle of the well suddenly appears over top, made completely out of a light construct. All right, one at a time.
I'll go first. Faye will hop on.
Vea hops on, and it begins to slowly lower itself down into the recesses of the well.
Can this thing
Doesn't
go any
take long.
faster? Oh.
As you say, do you say this out loud?
Yeah.
It vanishes underneath your feet,
Ah, okay.
and you all hear a large splash.
Ah, come on again.
It's because you hurt its feelings.
Hey, you're supposed to come in the hole.
devices, eh, Vea? Huh?
And she's gonna crawl up the side to get into the hole.
I imagine
The
Vea
elbows-
shaking off and then suddenly.
Yeah, exactly. Ginku elbows Al. Needless to say, she's like a tall drink of water. Ha!
Al clearly not getting the joke is like,
This guy gets it. All right, who's next?
just send me down there. I'll help out Vea.
Okay. The disc now appears once again in the center of the well.
All right. You're not going to drop me, are you?
No, just don't be a dick.
Yeah, okay, that's cool. Let's do it.
Slowly, you begin to descend as well. Takes but a few seconds before you hit the area where the hole is.
Oh, hey, Vea. Sorry for this. And he's going to cast Gust at your feet, blowing all your hair.
Ah. Thanks.
You're dry now.
She looks like a big poof ball at this point. She's just thanks.
You know, the longer I've known it's a spell, I think that's the most common use we've used for it. I just keep using it as a hairdryer. Believe it how often it comes up?
Way more often than it needs to. She
Yeah.
steps out of the puddle that she just dried out of.
All right, Keelan, go ahead.
Keelan sort of looks over at the lid, and because it's see-through, he reaches with his hands first, and then like sort of on all fours, like kind of crawls onto it and just sort of like stays low and sits on it.
Okay, if you want to sit that way, that's fine.
It's just fine. And he's gonna like put his hands on the sides of the wall, just like he's very clearly terrified.
You've just watched two of your friends. You know what? Don't even worry about it. And you start to descend into the well as well.
Screaming as he's dropping like a second, like foot per
It's
second.
super dark. Oh, it's so dark in here. And Keelan's like still illuminated, like just brightly by the sun. He's just,
As you make it down towards the hole, you too now see the lumina. God damn it! This is a hard word to say. Why did I make these?
illumination.
The lumina lilies, which again,
Ooh.
giant flowers that seem to glow bright colors and hues of light blues and magentas.
Wow, these are so beautiful. Honestly, I've never seen anything like this. They're just so sui generis. It's amazing.
What the hell did you just say?
Okay. It was on the mini crossword for the New York Times today. I promise I would put it into the stream somehow.
What?
I'm sorry. My chat challenged me to put it in somewhere.
Really got it in there though.
I know. We learned a new word today. It means unique. I'm sorry.
In fact, we got a note from the producer there just to...
Listen, someone.
Okay.
Trying to find the right time.
We lost her.
Have you been trying to get that in since the start of the episode?
Yes.
You can finally focus now.
It works so hard.
All right, after all of you have broken, go ahead. Everybody roll a d20 for me.
Me too or no?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, we're doing it.
Ooh, 19.
12.
Yeah, 12 as well.
14.
12 as well.
12.
Okay. Now deep into the recesses of the cavern itself, or man-made structure. All looking around, wide-eyed with anticipation. No one really making a sound. When suddenly the sound of childish laughter
Ew.
occurs.
Wow.
You begin to hear the sound of thunder, somewhat crackling from somewhere, but much smaller than you typically hear with a rainstorm. Suddenly, you all watch as a fog begins to appear over top of Rune's head. As rain starts to splash down on top of her. Rune, for the next day, you will have a tiny rain cloud over top of your head that follows you anywhere that you go.
Was it not enough that I died? Was it not enough? Chat?
You have disadvantage on any dex-based checks.
Wow.
And occasionally I'll call for a d20 roll to determine if you're struck by lightning or not.
Whoa. What the hell?
You're basically the girl from Frozen. Or not Frozen, oh my god. The one that can, the weather thingy.
Storm?
Yes.
Yeah,
No.
but...
Peppa from Encanto.
Thank you, yes.
Oh, I haven't
Yeah.
seen it.
Good.
Rune
Watch
will just turn around and look at the group completely drenched and like sort of, you know how you like blow the water out of your face when it's just like, what is happening?
I was like, I don't know if I can. And he's just gonna cast Gust like 5 times in a row.
As you cast Gust, some of the rain splatters and starts to turn against the winds that you're producing, now slamming directly into Vea, who's standing behind Rune.
What the heck? Stop it! Stop!
Sorry. I'm just trying to fix it. Do you want a gust?
She just looks frazzled at this point, like gone through a tornado. What do you think?
I'll put it away.
Okay. Well, whatever. I don't have time for this. And Rune's just gonna keep going down the hall.
As Rune begins to make her way down the hallway, a moment later, Ginku now appears on the other side of the hole and begins to kind of step over the broken area. The broken rubble. As he looks inward. Well, I guess you can't rain on her parade.
Oh my god, did you really do that just for that setup?
She gets it. Speaking of parade, it's a hell of a digs up down here.
Now, why are we down here?
None of these places in decades.
What is it? Also, who hides it in a well?
A very recluse group. No one knows for sure who actually built these. They're called night shrines. Dedicated to the Turok.
What are the Turok?
You guys don't know what the Turok are? What do they teach you in school nowadays?
Not
How to
that.
put up fences for livestock.
I
Algebra.
heard of a thing called Turok, but I don't think that's related.
Everybody follow Rune.
I've learned about the mitochondria.
Powerhouse at the cell.
Yeah.
I can harvest eggs. Not this one. This one's mine.
What happened to your egg?
It's still here.
Oh.
I'm staying away from Rune so it doesn't get too cold.
So if we keep going further in, we're gonna find the Turoks? Is that what's going on?
No. But I can explain it a little bit better this way. You know, in forms that your simple minds will grasp.
Oh boy, I have to listen.
I feel like he just called us stupid, but okay.
Yeah, well, it sucks being called old too.
Wise.
Thank you,
Wow.
Keelan. As you head further down the corridor, you eventually emerge in what looks to be a large shrined area, circular in nature with a large domed roof over top. Ginku begins to mutter an incantation again, and immediately the room is now completely opened with light, as small dancing colored lights hover in the air. As you look upward, you see in the circular domed area a number of intricate carvings, each one of them having a picture. Immediately, you begin to recognize what the Turok are. What he's referring to is the procession of the Parade of the Night Sky. These were shrines dedicated to what you guys call gods and goddesses. All the writings on the wall tell the story of the wards, or Turok, as they were originally called. And the circle above represents the Parade of the Night Sky itself. Starting, of course, at the beginning of the cycle, he points up to a constellation of a young boy and girl holding hands with a chisel in the background. That one represents the world carver, Geppetto. He was said to be the original artist. He is the god of creation and transformation and innovation. He, of course, leads the parade of the night sky. And for those who study the arcane, we've discovered many spells of transmutation that circle around his constellation, like minor constellations. He points to the next. You see a constellation of a giant egg seated in a nest. And then, of course, Mother Goose, Mari. It said, her golden egg lights our days and heats our world. She is the goddess of life and light and healing. And all those little tiny constellations surrounding her is where we get our spells of conjuration from. The next he points to, obviously this one you all know relatively well. You see a constellation of a massive tree. The fairy godmother, Mitkal. She gave life to the Fae folk found here in the Emerald Empire and beyond. She's the goddess of balance, nature, longevity. Her constellation holds the secrets of enchantments. Next, he moves on. The fourth within the procession is the time we're in now within the cycle. You see a constellation of a closed eye. The sleeping beauty Aurora. The seer of all paths, and some say the scribe to year. She holds the domain over twilight, peace, knowledge, and the realm of dreams. Her constellation teaches us the arcane magics of divination. Continuing onwards, he goes to the fifth. You see a etching constellation of an hourglass slightly tipped on an angle. Following not behind Sleeping Beauty, Father Time, year. He oversees the cycle from his endless library, which holds the wheel of passage within. His domain is of wisdom and the passage of time. And of course, his constellation brings light to chronomancy. He continues around. Of course, we have Dornan, the hunter. You see a constellation of a shield and a spear. He's rarely spoken of within the Emerald Empire and has very few worshippers here. Glory of combat and of honor. And his constellation gathers the spells of evocation. Again, he continues onward to the seventh. A constellation of a skull with a scale in the right eye. King Death himself, Conan. The only mortal that's ever ascended to godhood. But as a punishment rather than a reward. His domain is of death, graves, and justice. His stars teach us the spells of necromancy. He moves on to the eighth. The constellation of a tome in front of a star. This is one of the elusive, only known as the mage. From his knowledge, from my knowledge, they've never interacted with mortals, aside from a very few visions. We assume they are on the side of good, as their constellation offer us the spells of abjuration. And then the last, that seems to be crudely scratched in, of a plus sign. That also seems to have been tried to scratched out. That is the Lost Ward. They have even less information as they do of the mage. But strangely enough, the historical records have been erased as opposed to have never been told. Yet still they reside in the parade, although not celebrated like the rest during their zenith. Theirs offer spells of illusion. That's how magic works within this world. You have the divine, each one of the Turok looking through the blanketed night sky, and those that look up and worship towards them receive their blessings, while those like myself who study the arcane, not necessarily revering the power of said Turok, all around each one of the constellations, smaller constellations, and any good wizard spellbook is filled with a star map of these smaller constellations. This is how we perform our spells. We speak the name of each one of the stars. We draw the symbols out with our hands. We speak their names. And of course, he looks towards Barrick. There's nature magic, of course, which doesn't differ from the rest. Albeit, when it comes to nature magics, it's more the starlight that's fallen to the sky and bled into the ground, the soils themselves. They capture their power from there and use that to manipulate the realities. Those are who the Turok are.
So what is this place, like a shrine?
Yes, a place of worship, not dedicated to one in particular, but all.
Who do you think would have built something? I mean, normally when you see these things, it's like a following, but somebody just felt like building a giant temple to all the gods?
I think it might be more of a recording of history. Fact is, from what I know, there hasn't been a night shrine erected in well over 500 years. 500 cycles. I don't know what a year is.
Rune looks super dramatic with the rain falling down. She looks sad and disappointed. I thought...
Oh, hang on, Rune. I've got an idea. You watch as his little tiny disc that had just gotten everybody down suddenly pops up over top of your head as the rain seems to hit it rather than you.
Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh. I have to admit I'm a little disappointed because I thought all the glowing lights and stuff and the scratch marks on the wall, I thought we might find, maybe a fallen star here or something. But I guess not.
You didn't notice the markings while you came down?
That's what I said. I noticed it, but I don't see a star. It must be gone now or something. I don't know. Maybe the magic's all used up. I don't know much about falling stars. There's not a lot of people that actually want to hold a conversation with me about it.
Well, I can tell you this. I don't know if it's a shooting star. It seems a little unlikely coming out of a well. But the scorch marks, the scratchings, projected outward, not inward.
Outward? What What are you saying? That a star?
Well, it's like when you shoot an arrow.
Mm-hmm.
It shoots outward, not inward.
Hmm.
Okay, yeah. So you're saying that a star started here and then exploded out of the well?
I'm not saying it was a star per se, but
What is-
something of large magnitude that was clearly on fire shot out of this well.
Like the sun?
It could have been the sun.
Maybe this thing wasn't a well at all. Maybe it was like a giant cannon in the ground. You imagine that, Galen, if this thing was a cannon and it fired when we were in it?
Oh, that'd be amazing.
You could get anywhere really fast that way, I bet.
I know, we could deliver pizzas. Like flying samurais.
What?
Do the scratch marks on that last god do they look intentional, or they're just like incidental scratch marks as a result of something being shot out?
Are you referring to what's above you or what came out of the well?
I'm referring to the etchings, in particular the 9-1 with the plus sign.
The Lost
Says-
War.
Yeah.
It was clearly etched in at one point, but it looks like someone has taken a chisel and tried to deface it and scratch it off the wall.
Why do you think that someone tried to erase this one? Did they not like each other?
I mean, graffiti takes all forms and kind, Minnie. To be honest, I have no reason to believe that anyone would be against the Lost Ward.
But, I mean, I know graffiti. I do graffiti all the time. But
Nice.
to do it on a shrine, it just seems extra bad. Isn't this supposed to be a holy place? And aren't they defacing a god's name?
Isn't that dangerous?
Yeah, I feel like you'd have to have some pretty strong feelings. Way more than I had about my neighbor.
Like you more. But as I've already said a number of times, the divine isn't really my thing. This is just common knowledge that they should have been teaching you kids in school.
I barely went there.
Fair.
Yeah, likewise. I was mostly homeschooled. But I do have a question for you, Ginku. You said that, you know, the sleeping sickness that everyone, you know, has was some sort of like pollution of like the divine and something like that. You reckon that could have something to do with the whole defacing the wall thing? Like maybe the gods are like angry with the town or something?
It's definitely a thought exercise.
Oh, I don't like that kind of exercise. Mostly sit-ups.
If there was someone to defile this place, perhaps that could be the pollution that we're referring to? Hard to tell.
Okay, well, maybe once we learn a little bit more from, you know, the wizard, we might be able to, I don't know, come back and maybe fix up what's wrong with this, and maybe Rune, you know, with your connection to the divine, maybe having just someone be able to, I don't know, take care of this place a little, you know, would help out, I'm sure.
What do you mean? Like have someone watch over it or clean it up?
No, isn't this place? Yeah, like this place has been neglected for years. I mean, the gods can't be too pleased about it being left in this kind of state. Maybe I don't want to bring it up because it keeps happening quite a lot. But all the stuff about Sleeping Beauty having problems with you and stuff, and maybe this is the heart of it all. A place that was supposed to be respected and cared for by the people was I don't know, abandoned, maybe. And maybe the gods just abandoned us too here.
Maybe. I don't think Sleeping Beauty abandoned me, that's for sure. I think that's the only reason I'm here right now. I don't know about this ninth god, and Sleeping Beauty stuff looks fine, but I don't know. Keelan, my whole life was the village. I don't have, connections or anything like that to other people, I guess, like me. Maybe somewhere else I was supposed to go and do some trials. And, oh, Keelan, that's so weird. You're phasing in and out. Oh, you're okay now.
That's just the hangover, Rune.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I ate way too much sugar last night.
Yeah, water keeps getting in my eyes too. But yeah, I don't even really know much about that because my mom is sleeping now. So I don't know what I could do here. I could try something though.
Oh.
This is a complete, absolute shot in the dark, and could be a complete waste of spells. Rune is going to cast See Invisibility.
Wow.
At second level.
So as you start casting the spell, Keelan's gonna run away because he thinks you're gonna cast Dark Vision on him again.
A lot of trust here with this group.
So yeah, Dave, do I see anything different? If you want the definition of see invisibility, you see invisible creatures and objects as if they were visible, and you can see into the ethereal plane. Ethereal creatures and objects appear ghostly and translucent.
Okay. As Rune closes her eyes for a moment, she once again opens them, a milky white. Rune, as you begin to look around the room, you see you're not alone.
Yo.
Say more.
None seem to pay attention to you. But a number, at least 24, of hooded individuals all look like they're doing something. You can't hear anything. They all seem to be praising and worshiping the etchings above. And as you look up towards the etchings once more, you no longer see a plus, but a 5-sided star. But that, my friends, is gonna be a story for another day.
Damn! That paid off.
What's the 5-sided star? Is that like a devil symbol?
Oh, I don't know about that.
Yeah,
I'm just,
like a...
I think that's just how many sides are on a star.
Yeah, the Mario
Oh,
stars.
fuck off, you're right.
We'll find out. We'll find out next time,
wait.
or when any of the other players read the dossier that Dave gave us.
Just is slowly figuring it out.
Screw you guys. I don't teach geometry. All right.
Very national treasure. What is
I
it?
think I've seen this before.
So familiar.
Oh, God.
Oh my gosh.
What an episode of lore, man.
Yeah.
I need to rewatch this. I was taking notes
Yeah,
and
me
I'm like,
too.
this is going real fast. I'm not
Yep.
Back.
writing fast enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
With that said, folks, thank you so much for joining us for the evening. As always, it's been a blast. We love hanging out with you guys. And hey, it seems like we're going to be doing a lot more of it very, very shortly. When does that kick off?
First hangout's going to be August 10th, right when we get back from Gen Con. So great time. Now remember
Wait,
the
no.
That's the first one
Right,
shot.
that's the Let's
That's
Play.
one shot.
What is the hangout, Raina? Let's take a look at that. Right
Next
now,
week.
what?
Next
What is
week.
next week?
Next week. Next
Next week?
Tuesday after the show is the
Next
first one.
Tuesday. Okay,
Yeah.
you heard
Oh,
it here
yeah.
first, folks. If you are part of the Red Hood Rogues, we're going to be hanging out in Discord after. You can ask all the questions that you want, and I promise to give half spoilers, the best that I can.
You can pull it out of it.
Yeah, make sure you connect your Discord to
Yes. That is one thing. That's the only way we can invite you. So yeah, in order to get into the hangouts, you do have to connect your Discord to the Patreon, so
Yeah.
we can easily bring you in. And yeah, that's it. Thanks for coming tonight, guys. Go check out the Patreon. You can even follow for free now. It's going to be cool comic books and stuff up there. So go check us out. I appreciate everybody who has interacted throughout the episode, and thank you for all the love.
All right. Well, I mean, that's pretty much it. But before we leave you, to all the adventurers out there, whether you find yourself smashing bottles inside of a wizard's tower to get out some of your aggression, or at the bottom of a well, surrounded by strange cult-like individuals worshipping a strange etchings in the ceiling above, I beg you all, just one word of caution. Be careful out there. You can trip. Love all your faces, and we'll see you in the next one. Take care.
Bye-bye.
Bye, y'all.